All right, so this next exercise is more about kind of working this thing out in reverse. So I wanted to show you how to take the basic shapes and how to think about those basic shapes in sketching before you get to the final look. Because a lot of times people see like the object and then they get confused by all the small detail. I want you to think of basic shapes. Now, realistically, artists don't work like this. We always try to take the biggest element and break it down into the smallest things, okay? But I'm gonna do it reverse just. All right, so what you can do is get a piece of paper. You can use this newsprint type of paper for this exercise because this is something that I'm not particularly gonna have you keep, or in this case even show me, but I do want you to try it out. I'm gonna use a white piece of paper because it's a little bit easier to see, okay? Now, what I want you to do is in the middle of your paper, quickly, I want you to sketch a square. Shouldn't take very long. It should be the same whether I turn it like this or like this or like this. All right? Now, if in elementary school I know that you drew a house, you know, with a super tall roof like that. But I want to be a little more realistic. I want you to make this roof more like this, a little less steep, okay? But go ahead and draw on the top of your square like a little roof. All right? And like I said, this should take more than a couple seconds. You probably don't even have to freeze the film to do it. Then I want you to make another square like this, and same size as that one above, and do another roof like that. Okay? Give a second for everybody to do that. And like I say, you can always freeze the film if you're getting behind. Now, this center line right here, see where this line is right there? If I draw a line out from that, I can get a line out like that. I want to kind of quickly do that, and then about halfway here. Kids are really good at doing halfway, so do halfway there. And if you think about a teapot having a little spout like that, I'm going to do kind of like almost like a teapot. Maybe a circle right here like that coming up really lightly, okay? And then, do you know what a trapezoid is? That's kind of an upside down trapezoid, I guess, like this, kind of thin. And then maybe a sidewalk that would come from your building straight down, all right? Now that, when you get done with that, then I want to show you what you're making because sometimes that can work you know, in your favor not to know what that is. But that is, ooh, I just lost it. That is a hand. You've drawn 1 and 2 of this hand drawing. And what I want you to do next is to kind of draw the hand inside of that. Now, I'll do it real quick. This is not a super long activity. This should happen just a few minutes. I'm going to move that down so I can see it. Okay. And what I want you to do is then I'll show up this hand again, but I want you to put fingers in here. So we see a finger here. I see a finger. The middle finger goes all the way to the top of that roof and from the bottom of this roof. And basically this roof line is this part of your hand. It's like someone broke up the hand into square and square. And then maybe the other finger kind of comes out here like this. And then the pinky kind of goes off outside the building like this. A little ring finger a little taller like that. And then you can put a couple lines in here like this and get that thumb kind of drawn around here like this. And basically what you've done is you've made this proportional. This looks about right. And I have kids all the time in class saying, "Oh, Mr. Lane, that's the best drawing I've ever done." And it's because you started with a sketch. And once you start with that sketch, drawing something like a hand that's complicated like a hand is a lot easier. Okay? So I might save for you this here like that. Maybe make that a little bigger. And what I want you to do next is try to sketch in the fingers and the thumb on that, and that would be great.